Greetings, everyone. April the 23rd. We know that a lot has unfolded today in regard to the breakdown of relations between the United States and Ukraine, United States and Europe. Witkoff on the way to see Putin. And it's looking like all the United States wants to do is throw Vladimir Zelenskyy under the bus, that everything is his fault. But he knew exactly what he was doing. And I've been waiting for his response. It just came out, and I want to get to it right now. The bottom line is Trump himself said, "You have no cards." That was in Trump's tweet or truth or whatever it is. But I can tell you, not only does he have cards, but President Zelenskyy has 4 aces, and he just dropped them on the Trump administration using the Trump administration's own words regarding Crimea against them. Gonna be so interesting now to see how this unfolds. I'll be live tonight with Dylan Burns. Maybe we'll have a response by then, and I know you want to see it. So just to remind you, and yes, I have the video. Here we go. Zelenskyy has the 4 aces. So just a reminder, Trump earlier today, it's all Zelensky's fault. You don't have any cards. Stop talking about Crimea. Just give it away. They've already had it for 11 years. We've seen that. This goes back to 24 hours ago, where Zelenskyy said Crimea is non-negotiable. It is a red line. And everybody's wondering, why is he so bold and confident on that? There has to be more to it than Zelenskyy just saying it's Ukraine. It's the recognized 91 borders. It's sovereign Ukraine. Crimea is Ukraine. There has to be something out there that he has in his back pocket. And ladies and gentlemen, he dropped it. I would love to be a fly on the wall in the Oval Office right now, wherever Donald Trump is, maybe on the golf course. I don't know. But here it is. Zelenskyy responds. He said just minutes ago, "Emotions have run high today, but it is good that 5 countries met to bring peace closer. Ukraine, the United States, the UK, France, and Germany, the sides expressed their views and respectfully received each other's positions. It's important that each side was not just a participant, but contributed meaningfully. The American side shared its vision. Ukraine and other Europeans presented their inputs. And we hope that it is exactly such joint work that will lead to lasting peace. We are grateful to partners. Ukraine will always act in accordance with its constitution, and we are absolutely sure that our partners, in particular, the United States, will act in line with its strong decisions." Okay, this is where he drops the golden one. And I can't even believe what I'm getting ready to show you guys. It's absolutely amazing. This is what he drops. The Crimea Declaration. Zelenskyy responds. This is why he says the U.S. will act in line with its strong decisions. Ladies and gentlemen, he then posted the United States Department of State Crimea Declaration, dated July 25th, 2018. Michael R. Pompeo was the Secretary of State. Who was the President of the United States at that time? It was Donald J. Trump. This is the statement. And then I'm going to play you the video. Russia, through its 2014 invasion of Ukraine and its attempted annexation of Crimea, sought to undermine a bedrock of international principle shared by democratic states, that no country can change the borders of another by force. The states of the world, including Russia, agreed to this principle in the United Nations Charter, pledging to refrain from the threat or use of force against the territorial integrity of any political independence of any state. This fundamental principle, which was reaffirmed in the Helsinki Final Act, constitutes one of the foundations upon which our shared security and safety rest. Continues. As we did in the Wells Declaration in 1940, the United States reaffirms as policy its refusal to recognize the Kremlin's claims of sovereignty over territory seized by force in contravention of international law, in concert with allies, partners, and their international community. The United States rejects Russia's attempted annexation of Crimea and pledges to maintain this policy until Ukraine's territorial integrity is restored. Right there. Zelensky's 4 aces. The United States calls on Russia to respect the principles to which it has long claimed to adhere to and end its occupation of Crimea. Now, don't just take it from me. Here's Pompeo.
The Trump administration is releasing what we're calling the Crimea Declaration. I won't read the whole thing. I will submit it for the record. It's been publicly released as well. But one part reads as follows, quote, the United States calls on Russia to respect the principles to which it has long claimed to adhere and to end its occupation of Crimea, end of quote. I want to assure this committee that the United States does not and will not recognize the Kremlin's purported annexation of Crimea. We stand together with allies, partners, and the international community in our commitment to Ukraine and its territorial integrity. There will be no relief of Crimea-related sanctions until Russia returns control of the Crimean Peninsula to Ukraine.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You know what that is? That's a mic drop. That is a mic drop using Trump's own team, Trump's own term, Trump's Secretary of State, and documentation that states the United States would never recognize Crimea and requires that Russia adheres to the law of international agreements. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, the four aces, and that is why Zelenskyy is getting on the plane heading to South Africa to meet with the president down there of South Africa. And that's why Witkoff's on the plane to Russia, guys. If the Trump administration of 2025 does not have awareness of that document, I bet they're boiling right now. President Zelenskyy, four aces. You did an amazing job today. Thank you guys for being here. Reminder, we'll be back on the live a little bit later with Dylan Burns.